LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to StarLadder, and welcome to the StarSeries CIS Closed Qualifiers. My name is Switchblade J. I'm going to be taking you through the B-Stream matches standing in possession today. And the first one up is Space Jam versus pro100. A couple of interesting points to go into this one, because pro100 have very recently made a small roster swap. Zvaya joined the squad yesterday, departing from the Fours team, who actually are in the exact same group. They're not in the same starter match. That'll be very interesting if they end up the winners or the losers of their respective opening matches. Then a bit of a rivalry between former teammates. We'll find out whether Spyat will be a good fit for pro100. And Space Jam on their side, not really being a big proficient member of the CIS scene, but I definitely know what these guys are capable of. In the past, they have faced up against pro100, had some decent score lines, but pro100 have always come up against them. In the M-Game League, they took two 16-7s on Mirage and Overpass, of which, well, one of these maps would be in the pool. Mirage is the first map. Cobblestone has been picked by pro100. So Space Jam do need a good first map to open up this series. They will win the pistol. They're going towards the CT side and go straight into the... So they're doing win the knife and go straight on towards the CT side of their choice. As Twixar is the man with the defuse kit here for Space Jam. As well as I think Space Jam are playing with stand-in today. Undo doesn't look like it's part of the main roster, but it's Fiat, the new kid, to break things in for the T side as Ivan follows up on through, but Twixar and Robert are still in the back of the site, and they get themselves 2 frags apiece, cross-firing it down from the ramp position. And Ivan is the last man that remains. 1 versus 3 for the T side. Bomb out in the open. Kevlar, sure, so might be able to do something with that. But I'll be real with you, I doubt he'll be able to do a whole lot. Like 1 minute to go, and the CT's pretty nicely locking you down. He will push in from Palace, and Robin watching that position, perfectly placing his USP to take the headshot and take the first round for Space Jam. Of course, no bomb plant for pro100 means that they are going to force the issue out here. Deagle's coming in as CZ for Def. And a scout for Ivan. Still good effort from the T-side to make the entries work. Via already showing up with the opening frag. It's a shame that his teammates, for the most part, couldn't really butter the mustard and come into this matchup in a strong form alongside him. But in the opening round, in the opening part of the round, it's Fanta Rocket to get the first frag. Scout shot on Ivan. The grenade will finish the job, and taking only a little bit of damage, he can repeat back towards his mid position, spot Kenzel and take him down as well. As return fire does come to suit. They don't know anyone is here towards underpass. Pasha may have a couple of problems with this one, but Kenzel turns the scout right back around and puts it into the face of Fanta Rocker as Robin takes down Def, Spire and Kenzel. 2 different positions of the map, and Spire will try and work in from Palace, but Twixar is going to cover off his teammate, and Kenzel look for a $600 kill, and we'll find it pretty nicely. Spire alone, 4K clutch would be one hell of a way to get pro100 back in the early game, but he will get shot down by Twixar. $1,200 for him. A 2-0 scoreline for Space Jam. So full eco out for the T side for this next one. The P250 in from Kenzel. 4 Glocks in total. No Kevlar, no head armor. Flaric first man in, first man down. Twixar. It's easy pickings for him, and Robin Fanta Rocker gets the USP kill, and Def is the lone man that remains back towards ramp. They know where he is. hitting his nade shots. Well, Twixar hears the footsteps and fires towards the Achilles heel, getting the final frag for the CT side. Twixar with a 3k overall, and all 5 players are flawless round from the Space Jam side. So pro100 hitting a bit of a brick wall in the early part of this game, but that may be something that can change right here, right now. The AK-47's out to play with for the T side. Kevlar helmets. The AWP out for Phantom Rocker, looking in, trying to spot Ivan, and who will take him down for the first frag to the favour of Space Jam, who are doing very well so far. Sviat finally will chime back 4-on-4. He does lose a lot of HP though. The FAMAS got him for quite an amount of damage. He's still holding out towards the B bomb site, and Pasha doesn't realise that he's still pushed up. He went all the way aggressive towards truck. Robin will be there. The Passion's gone down. Robin will finally get the trade back to evens again, but meanwhile Kenzo has moved up into the A-bomb site, spots out one man. Twixar gets tapped off, his head goes falling. Phantom Rocker going to be here to try and return fire, but the AWP spotted it immediately. Kenzo just backs right off to hold presence to allow this bomb to get on towards the site. Meanwhile, a backstab is incoming from the B-bomb site. Definitely to spot Robin, catch him in the back and stab him in the back. It's all up to Phantom Rocker. 1v3 for the 4K clutch, and the T's creeping in from all sides. They also have B-bomb site control, so they'll go for the safety. They know that it's completely empty on this regard, unless he is towards short, and Flourish is going to confirm that he's not, so he'll plant open for sure. So we're just up to this AWP to save. I don't see any way he can win this. Maybe he could take the pick on Kenzor, but no, not to be in this case. The AK spots him out. The AWP doesn't lock on in time in the first round. We'll swing to the favour of pro100. And now the AWPs for Space Jam, 2 of them in play. The M4's out for the CT side. The T's bring their AWP from Ivan. Space Jam do have a slight weapon advantage in that regard, but it might not end up with an opening kill as Undo gets taken to 43 HP already. Does return fire, returns a little bit of the favour. 48 HP down on him. Push back towards the apartments. And fall back a little bit further to go towards underpass instead. Passion. Bit of a challenge up against him. The T-side starting to bear down on him. He's holding in from short, and Flaric will just hold in his ladder in position. Try to see if he can find the frag if he does go aggressive and look towards Connector. And speaking of Connector, the T-side have full control of Connector. They even have aggressive angles to push on towards the A site. So they put some utility down. It's all Twixar with the orb. The bomb will make its way onto the site safe. With CTs also rotating, they are going to catch pretty good wind of what's happening here from pro100 as the T's put 4 players on the site. They've still got Flaric in the lurk position, and he could do some serious damage to the CT side if he can set up the backstab against them. Don't think Space Jam are ready for this, and pro100 just set themselves up a basic after plant. 1 palace, 1 sandwich, 1 connector, 1 jungle. Smokes go down. Twixar tries to find the first frag. Spots Ivan, but Ivan catches him on the cross to a first frag. Finds to the favour of pro100. Kenzor gets 1, but Robin gets Kenzor right back towards Palace. And the T still hold this lurk right here. Flaric's pressure unread by the CT side, but maybe able to provide support here from the short position. Bomb open for him. The defuser's going to get stuck by Robin as Passion tries to take down 1 more. It's all up to Flaric. He's got to spray on through. He takes down Passion, tries to get the next man, but no. Time is against him, and Robin will stick the whole thing. Undo finishes off the final job, and Space Jam will reset pro100 4-1 on the scoreboard. pro100 will reinvest, however. They have got themselves a bomb plant bonus, so 2 AKs to come out, and they will try for much more basic execution towards the B-bomb, so just straight in towards the default. Catch off any overextending CTs, but push the MAC-10 out first. Kenzo doesn't catch any vision of any of the CTs on the site, completely flashed out, and Undo and Passion and Fanta will lock out 4 kills. It's easy as Ivan. Long play, luck, and gets taken down for his efforts. Oh dear, that's a reset, a full reset this time on pro100. There is no other option for them. They've got to concede this next round to Space Jam. Yeah, the eco out for pro100. Glocks ripped apart again, but a crossfire. This time from middle. Bomb dropped. I think they're going to have full control of it in a couple of seconds, and even just shots coming in from Fanta Rocker. Passion. Push on Ivan. Very basic round here from the CT side. Not much you can say about it, to be honest. It's not a great start from pro100. They showed signs of life in the first round, but those signs have sort of disappeared. Now they're back down to 3, well, now they're back up to 3 rounds of loss bonus, so they should be able to get the rifle out again in this one. The AK is coming into play. No AWP potential, unfortunately. But that shouldn't be a major issue. Straight into this one, they'll go again. Space Jam. A much more aggressive angle here towards the ramp position. Twixar already takes down Kenzo. Undu's looking for fire, spots a small pixel and sprays on towards the headshot. The T's already whittled down to nothing. Def will catch Passionate, so that's 1 frag. And a little bit of control towards the mid position, but they're running out of other options here. They've got to try and push a site, and they've got a 2-2 split with aggression coming in from Space Jam. They know no one's towards Paladin now. They're going to cut this off from Connector as well. If Robin goes down, they got 1 player that can rotate quick to set up a pod angle against him, and he will lose up to 5 HP, but trying to flashbang his way back out. Ivan will stick this and trade him back. Even so, it's still a man advantage for Space Jam. And 1 man close, Undo will try and change that back out. As Ivan rotates towards underpass, covered off by Fanta. Bob's got this locked. Ooh, actually misses the shot, but Incendiary to keep Ivan stalled. I think he also spotted the bomb, so the CTs will set up a backstab and look exactly where Twixar's coming in from. Flash moves forward. Twixar yet to hit. 2 players on the B-bomb site to find, and actually, Twixar's going to go towards underpass. It doesn't matter. Fana takes down Ivan. Farage trades, looks for his second, and will be able to do so, but 20 seconds. And now Twixar's got the bomb in his sights. He looks for the lone man, the lone frag he needs to get this round in his hands. He spots out. He hears the footsteps and takes the headshot for it. A 7th round on the board for Space Jam. An absolute mopping of the floor. pro100 struggling to get started in this first map. So far, so slow. pro100 take another slow round. 4 rounds of loss bonus. They half bite into this next T-side round, but they need to get something done relatively quickly here. Running out of chances on this CT side. Space Jam will finally concede 1 frag. The M4 from Kenzel turns on towards the second, so the T's using their CZs and P250s as appropriate to a man advantage for the T side, and maybe a little bit more. Unless for that, Another idea, he's going to lock out and angle. Ooh, peeks away. Perfect timing for the T side, and Kenzor will punish him for it. Undo now, left alone. Twixar left alone on the A-bomb site. Ivan will pick him up and open this one up entirely, but Def shuts down Undo before they can get the bomb plan. It doesn't matter for pro100, they get the round regardless. And Space Jam will take a quick technical pause. To allow a second chance, another opportunity to quickly discuss things, think things through. Maybe pro100 to stew on their advantage fact. They can still make something out of this T-side half, but they've got to do it now. If they get a reset after this, Space Jam leave them very little room to breathe for the next 5 rounds, and even for the beginning of the second half, and maybe for the most part of the second half, because Space Jam at that point will just basically be so close towards the end of this first map. All of a concern here. Just minimal amount of damage being done by the T side to kick things off. Minimal amount of damage done to the T side, I really should be saying. One minute will remain on the clock. Team is taking it to control to set themselves up for the A-bomb site. Twixar is pushed away from a Molotov, but he focuses fire on towards the ramp position. He gets picked up by Fire. Meanwhile, Pasha's going to line up too. And Fanat takes down Flarich as well. It's a 3-for-1 to the favor of the CT side, and pushed out of the positions initially. They will get themselves set back up as Passion looks for another one. It's Undo to take that frag on Fire and turns on towards Kenzor as well. A nice hold from the CT side to lock it all down. Turn it around against pro100's initial great entries, and that's a reset on the loss bonus. pro100 still have a little bit of money in the reserves to be working off of, and again, they'll force buy. 3 AKs, 1 AWP, Mac 10 out for Kenzor. Very little else. Burst. Twixar takes down Kenzor. Blind through the smoke. That's already an opening frag as Def tries to push on through. Ivan will get the AWP trade back on the CT towards Ticket Booth, but it's all on Def, really, is the next man to potentially fall down. Passionate going to find another good angle, but can't get the frag. Incendiaries and Molotovs traded back to try and suppress the CT and the T side. Actually, they pushed them out of ramp, but Ivan's going to burn a little bit. Lots of damage done. The AWP finishes the job for that. Takes him down. Incendiaries in towards Def's position. That takes him down a very low amount of HP. Never mind, he's dead. In a 4-on-2 situation, the CTs. Just wait. They know that the bomb's been dropped, and they know that there's not really much room for Flarich to breathe. They know they've got the pressure locked in, then even if they don't have positions in these positions, he's got to peek into so many angles, get really twitchy about it, and if he rotates, well, they'll know what's up. They can just hold back passive and wait for him to cross in towards the A-bomb site. 30 seconds remain. He will open up to Robin, but Passionate ready and waiting to spray him down. Will get himself a 2K after the connection from mid. 9 rounds on the board for Space Jam, and pro100 forced to take a tactical pause. Just to confirm that it is tactical. What? Oops. Jeez. Well, it's the technical pause, but Pro 100. It's an opportunity to quickly mentally reset. It wouldn't surprise me if it was a tactical pause, though, because Pro 100 have really had the rough draw in this T side so far. 2 rounds to 9 of Space Jam. And it's not like Space Jam have an amazing CT side either. Very slight bias, which, okay, maybe might be enough to tip them over the edge at this kind of a scoreline, but at this kind of a level, that's for CS as well. But Pro 100 need a good few rounds to try and work off of on the T side of Mirage. The CT side will go ever so horribly wrong, and it just gives Space Jam so much room to breathe with. They'll bring upgraded pistols into this round. 1 Deagle, 1 P250, but other than that is basic eco defaults from Pro 100. The Undo gets the first flourish, will go down. Twixar next to get a frag. He's held up towards apartments. The bomb going to make his way in. Looks like they're going to go try for one more hit, but his fire and death is so low. This is not going to be a round that they're going to win. Pachino trying to confirm it with a headshot. Will land it eventually. And looking for the next band's fire. It goes down. All on Kenzor. The 1 versus 5 dream with a Glock. Just not going to happen today. All 5 stay alive for Space Jam. And they continue their very, very flawless CT side. Conceding only 2 rounds, of which they were resets to the T side. As we approach the last few rounds of the half, Pro 100 invest into AK-47s. Now, AWPs for the CT side sit to the favour of Fnatt Rocker. Great grenade from Undo. Been landing those so perfectly, reading where Pro 100 defaults are every single time. The Molotov even does a little bit more. Nade coming in from Pachino. Makes it very, very easy for the CTs to gain a HP advantage above 2 players. Undo will concede a lot of damage of his own accord, but still, 12 HP on him, 6 on fire, and 49 on death. I think that's a pretty decent trade. .145 points of total damage under 2 players. More than enough for that. Pachino takes Undu's aggressive spot to take down Spire. Kicks things off for the CT side with a frag. Push through. Ivan takes down Twixar. 4-on-4 situation. They have managed to turn this around relatively well towards the CT side as they push on through. Ivan's going to burn alive to Fnatt, though. Looks for his second man. Maybe Kenzor's going to run straight into this. Takes a little bit of damage. But Death's got Undo recovered. 12 HP. Pachino comes in from short, though. Turns it back to a 2 versus 2. Keeping things even. And he takes down Flourish to the triple kill. And a man advantage for Space Jam. All on Kenzor alone. Robin comes in from the back and brings 11 to the favour of the CT side. This is not going well for Pro 100. Pachino the opportunity to go pick up an AK, probably. No, he can't find one towards short. I thought he would have been able to get there, but either way, 2 rifles staying in play, more than enough for Space Jam at the moment. They've got pretty decent amount of cash, and they will invest into it. Of course, they have to force buy in the next round, regardless of what comes out. Does mean that Twixar is going to be a little bit worse for wear. They could still drop him a rifle. So the Mayline isn't, again, the worst thing in the world for Space Jam. Not the best, but workable for these last 2 rounds and a half. Pro 100 will be on max loss bonus for it. The AKs, Galil for Flaric. Molotov's in. Smokes to try and cover them off, and they do their best to try and enter. Flaric in particular getting up close and personal. It's Fnatt, though, to take down Def. Twixar dodges the flashbang sprays on one. Tries to connect it on the second. Gets a lot of damage on Ivan, but meanwhile, Fnatt's got the AWP and the CZ, and he turns it on for one more frag. Looks in, spots the man out towards Palace, and a great flick to shut down Sviat. Leaves it all on Ivan alone. And Fnatt takes a 4K overall. A very simple defensive. Space Jam have had their number the entire half, and they dial it in for the 12th round. And what more do you really say, to be honest? Very simple affair for Space Jam right now. Pro100 will try and put things back towards basics. Try and go back to a set execution. Maybe this might do some decency right here. It's Twixart, first man in, first man down. Fight takes him out. Ivan spots up. Pashino peeking out through the smoke. The Molotov does a little bit of extra damage to turn that kill towards their favor. 5 on 3. The bomb will get planted, but maybe this will be Pro100's very late round here in the T side. Space Jam obviously have to go in. Have to get this one frag. Have to get this retake. And Def will make it even harder as Robin goes down. Flourish spotted, but turns quickly 90 degree onto Undo, and it's all Fanata. 1v4, 5. Oh, almost gets Kenzo as well. A 3k overall, great AWP play, but not to be today. And wouldn't that have just been soul crushing if Pro100 had to concede to that kind of AWP play? Regardless of how that last round turned out, it's still going to be a 12-3 scoreline for Space Jam, who walk into their T side with a significant advantage. Here we got a pistol bite coming in from Space Jam. Twixar's dropped P250 for Robin. He's playing Raid Boss. Defuse kit on Def all the way on the A site as the push comes in quickly towards B. Flashbangs go out, keep Kenzor blind, and Pashino takes him down. Flourish goes down. Instant access, instantly open things up as even more frags turn to the favor of the T side. Def will get 2 headshots, but on 2 HP, he's still got to play that defuse kit role. Both players work their way back in from short, but the T's have this one locked down. One on site, one at apartments. Undo ready to shut them down. Even Robin applying pressure. Undo takes the headshot on the high HP player and takes the headshot on the low HP player. 13-3. It's oh so simple for Space Jam as they lock it down once again. There's Mac 10s coming out as well. You've got to think how demoralizing this is for Sviat as well. Very, very recently went to this team, and already they're conceding a pretty destructive loss to Space Jam. At the very least, they can take solace in the fact that this is Space Jam's pick, so there's that much at least. The T side just overwhelming them for it in such a manner of form that means that, well, the next map will get difficult regardless. Pro100. T side horrible, CT side yet to get started. 14-3 Space Jam with Mac 10s alone. Farm up the money and farm up the frags. Now an eco out for pro100. P250, the CZ staying in play for Ivan. He is the main man of the moment. Playing forward, hopefully to get a frag against one of these T-side players. Does get it, but he goes down just as quickly. Meanwhile, Pashino gets complete access towards the B-bomb site, and with the entry coming in towards Robin, he might just hold lurk here. Indeed, he sprays down on towards Kenzel, takes another man out. The bomb is going to rotate quickly back towards the B-bomb site. It doesn't matter how pro100 rotates to this. Pashino's got it covered. Going to peek in on Def, probably going to take him down. Easy as. And Flourish and Sphere are the only two players that stand between pro100 and conceding map point to Space Jam. A one-sided affair, it seems. Bomb will go down on the B-bomb site. Undo still holding towards mid. What can you do, pro100? They've got to look towards that buy round. Ashna moves on. Undo takes fire, and Flourish is the last man that remains. And it looks like it might just be a flawless T-side half from Space Jam. To close this one out, pro100, one last chance into it. The M4's coming out to play. Space Jam going to upgrade to AKs to do so. They're going to stick with these Mac 10s. They love to get the value out of the weapons, but at this point, you're so close to the end of the map. It might just be worth it. And yes, all 5 players upgrading to one-shot headshot rifles. T's go in, Robin, the first man up, Flourish, Sphere, Ivan. 3 players on the A-bomb site to try and lock it down. It's Twixar to get the first frag. Fanat spots Sphere, taps, bursts, sprays his way to victory, turns a 5 on 3. Ivan deals with Pashino at the very least, but Fanat's the next man up to challenge. 17 HP, can he get this frag? That's all he needs to do to open up a chance for the CETs to set up a 3v3. They also move in. Def to come through, and Kenzel spots out one man. It's a 3-on-3 now. Back towards it. Def takes down Twixar. Suddenly, this might get still a little bit doable. Undo forced back towards Palace. 2 low HP players to find. He sprays down on Kenzel. Robin going to move forward, and meanwhile, Def going to get on the bomb plant. Robin's going to turn 180 forward. His frag sprays valiantly, but Def's going to stick it. Oh, Def's got it! Def's got it! No way! The full 10 seconds! No! Oh my god! Wow, the Bulls just to nail it to the bomb and try and stick that whole thing out. Space Jam barely connected enough bullets to get the frag, but they will get the first map, a 16-3. Absolute stomp against the pro100 side, but they have their second map pick. It's Cobblestone up next here. Don't go anywhere as the StarSeries CIS Qualifier will continue on the B stream after this.
LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.